It seems like the Harvey family can't get a break. And it's not simply Steve Harvey who's been standing out as truly newsworthy with his discussions of late. Everyone's eyes have been on Marjorie Harvey. And you will have a hard time believing what's been going down. Rumors from far and wide suggest that in the midst of that large number of duping hypotheses, encompassing here, Marjorie is presently being blamed for being the sovereign honeybee. Or would it be advisable for us, we express despot of the Harvey faction, and even see these brand? And who's spilling the pipping, blistering tea, you ask? As a matter of fact, Shirley Strawberry, who's obviously had enough chosen to uncover Marjorie's frightful side, so that the world might see Steve Harvey has forever been lauding his wonderful spouse Marjorie. Each opportunity he gets, whether it's on Honorary Pathway or his show, he describes her as this astounding, truly flawless accomplice. Yet in the event that you've been staying aware of the bits of gossip whirling around, it's something else entirely away from public scrutiny. Word on the road is that Marjorie probably won't be the holy person. Steve depicts her to be. Certain individuals are murmuring that she's just a gold digger, just staying close by for that fat financial balance. And clutch your caps on the grounds that the juiciest tattle of all proposes she's getting excessively comfortable with Steve's guardian, discuss crossing a few serious lines. Yet that is not all it seems to be currently. Marjorie is additionally being uncovered for controlling Steve's image. Shirley Strawberry, the popular co-host of the popular Steve Harvey morning show, has wound up in the center of a delicious embarrassment. She could go in there and get needs consistently. Individuals come to her home and damned and work her out. And that I was all similar to. Gracious God, what a fantasy. Definitely she look old, however, it's truly decent again. Oh no, I haven't seen her, except for she looked great on her photos. Goodness, she didn't do. No, she's not there. She was there. We presumably could never have been all around the house during a not-so-confidential prison call with her prospective ex Ernesto Williams. Shirley spilled some serious tea about Steve and Marjorie Harvey's sumptuous way of life. While the people who work with them aren't precisely moving in extravagance, Ernest Williams is currently doing time in prison in Atlanta's Fulton District Prison for various offenses, including kid erotic entertainment, burglary, ownership of a gun, and misrepresentation, including a credit fix firm, as per Atlanta Dark Star. Anyway, the stunning prison recording as of late opened up to the world. And we should say Shirley Strawberry is experiencing the intensity. She got straight to the point in the recording, saying Marjorie Harvey views at us as the assist you with realizing what will be the kickback has been furious. Yet a few people are truly favoring Shirley, guaranteeing they've heard stories of how the Harveys treat their representatives. One individual tweeted saying Shirley Strawberry let her imprisoned husband know that Marjorie Harvey treats her. And the Steve Harvey Morning Show group, like the assistants, she basically affirmed the reports about Marjorie being a terrible individual. And surprisingly, this discussion could influence her work, while Shirley Strawberry gave an admonition to both Steve Harvey and his better half. It seems like the jokester himself is having a few second thoughts of his own. In a fairly amazing development, Steve Harvey didn't dismiss the spilled telephone discussion. He remorsefully recognized it, saying when the calls came out it was somewhat unique since it's not tattle gossip or a malignant falsehood. It came from within circle. Since we're an inside circle, we are family. This entire outrage is unfurling right when hypotheses are going crazy that the Harvey influence couple may be set out towards Splitsville. Because of murmurs of disloyalty, you will have a hard time believing the furthest down the line outrage to shake the tattle world. In October 2022, the famous public broadcast has Shirley Strawberry had a confidential prison call with her significant other Ernest Williams while he was in the slammer at the Fulton Province Prison. Much to her dismay, that this get back to had come to torment her. As of late, the recording of their discussion was spilled via virtual entertainment, and it's created all in all a ruckus, particularly in the realm of Steve Harvey and Marjorie Harvey's marriage and home life. In the uncovered call, Shirley Strawberry spilled the tea about her new visit to Steve Harvey's lavish manor, At first, she couldn't resist the opportunity to spout about their extreme way of life. However, at that point, she dropped a stunner they got cash. Yet, as he utilized that stuff, he'd take a gander at it, he got a major. Tremendous exercise center, like enormous, with a wide range of cutting-edge gear. I mean, I'm not working out yet, essentially. I'm strolling, I'm attempting, I wasn't gasping for air going up those steps. I let you know that he was breathing like for genuine yes. Laughter. She recommended that Steve could truly be terrified of Marjorie. Has her own spa, her own exercise room. She could go in there and get rubs consistently. Individuals come to her home and work her out. And that I was all similar to gracious God. What a fantasy. Shirley was heard jesting the hypotheses about what truly happens behind those shut entryways. Just got a ton juicier. And all of us are ears for the following turn in this hair-raising story. Shirley Strawberry didn't stop at spilling the tea about her visit to Steve Harvey's chateau. She proceeded to uncover that Steve was constantly excited to have them overstretching solicitations left and right anyway. She admitted that they seldom acknowledged when Mrs. Harvey was around in light of the fact that, well, that evidently made things very abnormal. Yet that is not all. Shirley didn't keep down, as she portrayed Marjorie Harvey as an impressive presence in Steve's life. She even guaranteed that she had an uncommon chance to sneak about the house when Marjorie wasn't there, proposing that Marjorie keeps a very clean operation. Shirley jested that as she would like to think Steve may very well fear his significant other, and that Marjorie treated everybody, including Steve's associates and workers, as just simple assistants. Definitely no doubt all that I realized I shouldn't have been straightforward being here yet. I mean, happy he did on the grounds that it allows you an opportunity to dream. You realize it's like, wow, have a sauna in your home, have a steam room, you know everything that you go beyond the house to sit idle yet things. Like that I couldn't want anything more than to have inside presently clutch your caps, since it's getting significantly more shameful. Following the arrival of these stunning tapes, Shirley Strawberry has needed to eat a digit of humble pie. She's approached and put out a general acknowledgement to both Steve and Marjorie Harvey, expressing that despite the fact that she realized the call was recorded, she never in her most out-of-this-world fantasies envisioned that her confidential, easygoing discussion with her better half would come around no mystery. Individuals around Marjorie have frequently found her disposition and energy difficult to accept, yet with regards to Steve Harvey, how about we say he was overwhelmed with passion at every turn. They previously ran into each other back in 1990 at a satire club, and starts flew. They momentarily dated, yet the powers of Providence didn't line up, and the timing wasn't correct. Steve once admitted Marjorie impacted the manner in which I existed. I'd never been in a solid grown-up relationship. I'd never been faithful. I'd never been completely regarded. Marjorie repeated his feelings, saying we're dearest companions. It's the initial time both of us has had somebody we can converse with about all that. The talk plant has been staying at work past 40 hours of late, proposing that she could have wandered from their apparently amazing romantic tale with. In all honesty, Steve's protector, huge blast, might you at any point accepted as Steve reviewed to individuals in 2016. He let me know, look, the possibly time I've at any point seen you blissful was the point at which you were with that lady Marjorie now, before you proceed to accomplish something moronic and wed another lady, uncalling her of their additional opportunity. Steve said it resembled being renewed. I screwed up so often in my life. She had a significant effect. When you're cheerful at home, you can get a ton of things going. It's practically unfathomable that the wife of Steve Harvey, the person who once wrote a book on the best way to satisfy ladies, given out relationship guidance to the world, and enchanted all of us on screen, might actually be up to speed in a tricking embarrassment. Once upon a time, when Steve previously encountered Marjorie, he was anxious to take things to a higher level anyway. Around then he battled to make it as a humorist, and Marjorie didn't keep close by in light of the fact that she's known for having exclusive expectations. You see her past union with Jim Townsend and Darnell Woods, both of whom were, will we say, huge players in the medication game, gave her luxurious wealth. And lavish things, yet here's where it gets truly succulent. Not set in stone to win her back, worked vigorously constantly. To become well known in the business, he accomplished distinction fortune. And all that he figured Marjorie could want, Marjorie chose to dip back in. And with him the second, he had everything. It's a story of desire assurance. And might we venture to express advantage, after all the promising and less promising times, it seems like Marjorie Harvey pulled a stunning move that left